Welcome back, students. I hope you guys enjoyed your break. I know I did. So welcome back here we are at Fast Forward Friday, first Friday of quarter three. So as you know, I don't know if you can see much of this background, but as you know, one of the things I like to do is I like to dream and travel, think about traveling. So I was thinking about this today and I thought, where would I like to go? And I thought, I want to go to Miami Beach. And I haven't been there forever. And I would love to go to Miami Beach. One thing, it's warm and it's very pretty. And that's where I want to go. So that's what's in my background. So all right, well, let's go ahead and get started. And we're going to do our opening circle. So I'm going to read this, and then I ask if your teachers would pause the video and you guys can discuss as a class. So the opening circle is name one thing you did over the break and name one goal for 2021. So one thing that I did over the break is I got to spend time with my mom. She lives up in Tennessee. So we're apart. So I pretty much spent the entire week, the entire 2 weeks with her. And it was so relaxing and just such a great time. So name one goal for 2021. And I think I've mentioned this goal before, but I really want to exercise and I want to start doing it daily. And it could be a different type of exercise, but I definitely want to start exercising. So now as a class, you guys discuss this. So now we're going to talk about, let's just be honest and have some real talk here. There are some very challenging times that we are all existing in. And I'm going to read these two questions. And then as a class, I would love for you guys to discuss this and to encourage each other with your responses. So challenging times, name one thing that has been challenging for you this year, and I'm talking about this school year, and name one thing that has helped you to get through these challenging times. And for me, one thing that's been really challenging is in this pandemic, the uncertainty. It's really been difficult to plan, the uncertainty of using technology, just different way of doing things. It's just been very uncertain, and that causes me to feel anxious, and I have had some anxiety over that. But what has helped me to get through this, what it helps me is I spend time with myself in the morning. And in that time, I read and I read things that encourage me and give me hope. And I journal. Journaling really helps me to process my feelings and to make a plan for the day. So now as a class, I ask that you guys answer these two prompts. All right. When we think about challenging times, I know that I've talked to you a lot about the circle of control, because the circle of control is a tool that's going to help you cope because life gets challenging. And when you focus on the circle of control, I think it's going to be something that's going to help you to get through. It's a tool that's going to help you to get through challenging times. So in the circle of control, as you remember, there's two circles, and the outside circle are the things that you cannot control, and the inside is what you can. So guys, when you start to feel anxious and stressed, I want you to start to pause and to think about, am I focusing on the things that I cannot control? Am I focusing on my challenges? Because if you're feeling stressed, you are probably focusing on those things that are outside your control. So when we focus on what we can control, or we incorporate strategies to overcome our challenges, it's going to help you to feel calmer because it gives you a plan, it gives you a focus, and you're focusing on what you can influence. And that's really going to help you to get through these difficult times, because these strategies are what we call coping strategies, and that's what helps you to get through hard times. So for example, your future. You cannot, as much as we want to, we cannot control our future. We cannot make certain things happen. However, there are things that you can do today that can influence your future. So, and one of those things is to dream, have hope, have a dream, have a goal. Those are some things that can influence your future. And you guys actually can shape your future by believing, and that's believing. That's huge. That's a big part of it, believing in your dreams. So I'm going to start talking to you a lot about your why. We're going to really start beginning that process of finding your why. Now let's talk a little bit more about the why. I'm going to use this illustration. It's called the golden circle. The what is the outside of the circle. That is every organization, every person has a what. They know what you're doing. As a student, you know what you do as a student. These are the things that they sell, or these are the services. The how, some organizations or some people know how they do it. These are the things that make them special or set them apart from their competition. The what is school, that's what we do. How I'm going to give you one great example is PBIS. Griffin, one of the things that we do here at Griffin is we have PBIS. That makes us special and that sets us apart. The why, very few organizations or very few people take the time to figure out what the why is. The why is not about making money. That's a result. And another example of that is your why, and I need you guys to hear this, your why to be in school is not about making good grades. That is not your why. That is a result of your how. That is a result of your how. Your why, that is a purpose, that is a reason, that is a belief. It's the very reason your organization exists. As I'll speak for myself, my why hasn't really changed a lot over the years. I fine-tuned it. It's a lot more clear than it was when I was younger. But my why is helping others to find their purpose, to find out who they are, to see themselves as the amazing people that they are. That's my why. I think this would be a really interesting time for you guys as a class to talk about this. And I want to encourage you to students to ask your teacher, hey, Miss So-and-so or Mr. So-and-so, what is your why? Why did you get into education? What helps you to get up every day and come to school? Because I'm going to be honest, guys, this is a challenging time for your teachers as well, administration, counselors, all of us, staff, support staff. It's challenging. And there's some risk factors that aren't typically involved in being in the school setting. So, but we still get up and we still do our job, and we are still excited about coming here. And that is our why. So this would be a really good time to process that with your teachers, or to start asking your family, what is your why? So what can you do today? This is within your circle, guys, because remember, you can't control your future, but you can influence your future. So in January and February, just so you know, I'm going to go into your reading classes, and I'm going to start this process of helping you to find your why. And one of the biggest things is exploration. Griffin, one of the unique things about us, the how for Griffin, is that we have set time and for you to start to explore your why. We do Fast Forward Friday. Your reading teachers are allowing me to come into the classroom to do lessons. The county, Cobb County, has purchased Naviance, which is your college and career portfolio. They've purchased this just for you, so you can start this exploration process. So that is a big part of the how. You can take time. You're going to take the career cluster finder. You don't know what that is right now, and you will have a little bit more of a clearer picture at the end of this lesson. But I ask that when you take this career cluster finder, and you're going to take that through Naviance, it's an assessment test, and it's going to help you to narrow down your search for careers. I ask that you take it seriously. Don't breeze through it. A lot of students, because they don't understand what certain words mean, because they just simply haven't been exposed to it, they don't take it seriously, or they get tired. They don't want to take the time to really think through the different questions, because it's going to ask you a lot of different questions, and you're going to say, do I like, it's basically, you're going to say, is this something that interests me or not? Because the clusters, the results are based on your answers to the way that you took this career cluster finder. So when you take this, I want you to look up the words you do not understand, as I mentioned before, or take it with somebody from your family. Take it with somebody and ask them, what does this mean? Nobody is going to laugh at you if you don't know what certain words mean. I would love, as I said, I'm going to start going into the classes. You could ask your reading teacher when I'm scheduled to come in. I think it'd be awesome if you could finish this prior to the lesson. We're not going to be able to do it in the lesson like we typically would because of access to technology. So you're going to need to do it outside of the lesson. It would be great if you would do it beforehand, so that way I could spend time and really talk to you about your results. I would love for you could discuss your results with your family, and you can begin researching different levels of education needed for your potential careers, because guys, honestly, every job has some type of training, and you can begin that process now. I worked in the high school for years, and students, the end of their senior year, they're like, I don't know where I'm going, because they didn't take the time, they didn't take advantage of the time given to them to start that process. And that's such a critical part of influencing and planning for your future. After this lesson is over, I'm going to send, your teachers are going to show you actually the how to access Naviance. I'm not going to do this right now, but in a few minutes, your teachers are going to go through that process with you, because you can access Naviance from home, or you could do that here at school, and the instructions will be given to you. So welcome to your future. And again, I'm going to read this, and then I ask that your teacher pause this and go through this with you. So name one thing that I can do to influence my future. And for me, one thing that I can do now to influence my future is to, honestly, I'm going to try to start saving more money and start doing a little bit better, more with my finances. So I'll have enough, hopefully, when I retire, to do the things that I want to do. So I have enjoyed this time with you. I ask that teachers close this video out to show the next video, which is how to access Naviance. So thank you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and welcome to your future.